All right, welcome back. It is a Gold Jacket Thursday, and this is very close to my heart, being a diehard Vikings fan, because my team used their first-round pick, 19 overall in the 88 draft, on an All-American guard from Arizona State. He went on to the Vikes and immediately earned that starting role, played in all 16 games his rookie season, 202 straight starts that continued through the end of his career, including 12 straight Pro Bowls. He's a member of the all-decade team of the 90s, class of 2009, into football heaven into Canton, Ohio, and he is back. He is Hall of Famer Randall McDaniel. Welcome back, my man.
Hey, glad to be here, man. Thanks for having me.
I really enjoyed your enshrinement speech, and something kind of stood out to me when you said that in your wildest dreams you could never have imagined standing here today. What did you dream of most as a kid?
Yeah, every kid has that dream of playing professional football if you're playing out in the street or the park or anywhere with your buddies. And then going through college at Arizona State, my goal was just to, get an opportunity to play football in the NFL, and I did. So never did think about after the career that the Hall of Fame was the next step. It was just I had 14 great years. No, never thought about standing on the stage with all my heroes that I had watched play when I was a kid growing up, or watched play or played with. And so at that moment, standing on the stage, it was just surreal. I mean, you can dream it, but until you're standing there, there's no greater feeling than being there.
So let me take you back a little bit. You mentioned Arizona State because I think we have a fairly big connection. You played for former Buckeye coach John Cooper, correct?
Yes, he came in during my third year.
You go to the Rose Bowl and beat Michigan. So there's a lot in common with the people down here in Columbus. They're loving you more by the minute.
It was fun. I mean, Bo Schembech was a legendary coach there, and we got to be we were the first team actually from Arizona State to go to the Rose Bowl and win the Rose Bowl. So that was a great thing there too. That was
against Harbaugh and Jamie Morris and that crew?
Yes, it was. It was when they had Jumbo Elliott as their lineman, who also got drafted out of that class. They had some great players over there, and I think everybody assumed that they were just going to run us over, and then that'd be it. But we had other plans for that day.
I read you went to Arizona State as a tight end, and I heard you volunteered, because I think that's the most important word, volunteered to switch to guard. Is that true?
That's true. I just wanted to play at that point. I was the tight end, as they said, and then they had open tryouts for the guard spot during our bye week. And I went to the line coach and asked, is it truly an opportunity to play? And he goes, yeah. So I switched pads, put the lineman pads on that week, practiced for 8 days, and started against Oregon State coming out of the bye week, and never looked back after that.
We are visiting with Randall McDaniel, the Hall of Famer, class of 2009, 202 consecutive starts, 14 seasons, 9 straight All-Pro selections, and 12 straight Pro Bowls. Quite a resume. What impact did Denny Green make on the team when he got to Minnesota, and what impact do you think he made on you?
Oh, God. Well, I always start with my first coach. When I first got there, it was Jerry Burns, and John Michaels was my line coach. They put those values in me, taught me more football than I would ever know. And so that set the stage for everything going down the road. And then, Coach Green came in after that, and we just kept it rolling. He brought some great players in around us. I think that's when Chris Carter was there, with Chris Carter, Moss, Robert Smith, and all these guys came in. And we just kept rolling from there. I always give credit to the first guys that got me there.
Very good of you to do that. In the huddle with those guys, you got a rookie Randy Moss, Chris Carter, you mentioned, Robert Smith, Jake Reed. What were those huddles like?
God, every receiver says he's open on every play. But we had a blast. Randy's rookie year was 98. That's the year we went 15-1, and we stand in the huddle. We knew we weren't going to lose. And as soon as we went long to Moss, as a lineman blocking, you're looking around the guy's shoulder that you're blocking, going, oh, God, that's a great catch. Or you're telling the guy that you're blocking, you should see what he's about to do now.
You and me both don't want to relive 98, but I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you about it. Were you aware at the time of Gary Anderson's streak, were you aware that he was perfect that season, before that game, never having missed a field goal or an extra point. And obviously, if he kicks that 38, 39-yarder against Atlanta, you go up 10, you're probably playing in the Super Bowl. Were you aware in the moment that he was perfect?
Yeah, we all knew it. He took us out to dinner. He took the linemen out to dinner at the end of the season before playoffs started, just to thank us for doing a great job up front. So, yeah, everybody knew. I mean, and when we went to kick the field goal, we knew it was going to go through. Unfortunately, it did not. But you can't fault Gary. He had a great season. He was a great teammate to have on the team. And in that game, we made mistakes that led up to that point. It never should have come down to a field goal in the end.
But you still live in Minneapolis, correct?
I am still in Minneapolis, just southwest of the city, still there.
It's quite a diehard fan base, is it not?
Oh, it is. Yeah, we the fans are great. The people are great in Minnesota. It's part of the reason why I stayed after I retired from playing with the Vikings.
I mean, an Arizona guy who chooses to retire in Minneapolis, that's usually the reverse.
Hey, yeah, I never thought I would stay in the Arctic tundra myself either. But, hey, like I said, the people were great there. I started working in the schools after I retired. All the charity work that I do is based in Minnesota. So it was an easy choice to make in the end of my career. It was to stay there and call that my home.
Denny did put you in the backfield, correct? A couple times?
Well, I'll give you the story on that. It started when I was in college. I would play fullback on short yards and goal line. And then when I signed with the Vikings, for the first 9 years, I was short yards and goal line, lead block on that. So it started before Denny even got there. And then he just kept it going when he took over, which I love because, I mean, as you know, being the lead blocker and playing fullback, the linebacker has to take you on. They can't avoid you. They have to take you on. So I literally would check in eligible, and I would look at the guy who was going to block and tell him, you know what's coming. I think every time I ran it, we got the first down or we scored the touchdown on it. I don't think I ever not got what we needed. So, yeah, that was just a blast to be able to do that.
But they never handed you the ball, correct?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. But Phoenix Cardinals, it was a play they handed the ball off to me. We were supposed to run it on the 2-yard line. We ran it on the 6. I only got to the 3. And then they called it again, but everybody knew it was coming, and I got to the 1. And then the next play, I actually blocked for the guy, and we walked right in. So there you go.
You were the fridge before the fridge, man, or at least right around that time. Or maybe he was before you, but either way, that's pretty awesome. Yeah. What are your thoughts on the tush push?
I love it. God. I mean, we used to call it the wedge when we played. The only difference was the quarterback the quarterback did was quarterback sneak, wedge play, quarterback sneak. And it basically is this mano a mano. You get down there low and everybody fires off into a spot, onto a guy, and all you want to get is that yard. I say this is my own opinion, because they don't put pads on as much anymore. Defenses hate it. Offensive linemen love it. It's our chance to impose our will over the guy in front of us. So, yeah, I'm all for the tush push. I mean, if you don't want them to do it, then stop them. We
are visiting with one of the finest offensive linemen to ever put on a uniform, Randall McDaniel, my Vikes. Then you finished up in Tampa. How did that feel to you?
It was fun. I got to go back and play on natural grass again, and I also got to play for Tony Dungy. So what a nice way to finish my career and going to play for Coach Dungy.
Retired a Viking, you're in the Ring of Honor, you're back in football heaven in Canton, Ohio. This residency program is bringing back so many greats to not only just revisit their own history and to take a look at that great-looking bust there in the gallery, but to then impact Canton in the community and maybe something you didn't really probably get a full chance to do when you were enshrined.
No, we did not. I'm loving the program. It is great. I mean, to get to go around Canton, as they say, our second home, get to be out in the community and meet the people. I'm loving every minute of it. I mean, how can you not?
Well, you deserve it, man. You know, for a fan like me, obviously, reliving 98 is tough. Does it ever crop up for you at all, or is it more now just part of the history, part of the journey, part of accepting sports for what it is? You can't win every game. It's a single game elimination in football. Does it figuratively haunt a little bit still or no?
No, which I'll be honest with you, it does not comp me. I will say this, that when you brought it up, and that then you make me think about it. But I will say this: it was the only time after a game that I'm easygoing. Once the game's over, I let it go. But I walked around for 2 weeks not happy, and it took me a while to get over it. But in the end, it's football. It's a great sport. Football is a great sport, and it's a game. And I always remind myself of that. It is a game. It's not life or death. And I'm fortunate that I got to play it at that level, and I had the opportunity to even do what I did. So that's how I look at it. So it's not for me. I understand the fans. The Vikings history: 4 Super Bowls, no wins, and then to get that close and not finish the job. I get that, but I don't think of it as much until someone brings it up.
Yeah, it's a team game. And you guys, as a team, were probably the best offense at that time in the history of the NFL. You deserved a lot of accolades for it because you were the one leading the way and clearing those lanes. After your career in teaching, I imagine the fulfillment you get is as much as maybe you got in football, being around the kids and teaching.
It is close. It is close. I tell the kids before I retired from there, I told them if you get that opportunity, run with it, but make sure you do all the things you need to do so you can have that opportunity. But I think I get a little more out of the teaching. You're making a difference. I mean, I know you brought up my Hall of Fame speech, and in the end, I brought up about who are the difference makers in people's lives. And I had some great difference makers in my life that were teachers that made a difference for me, and so I'm just trying to pay it forward and give back what they gave to me. So I get a little more enjoyment out of that. I mean, and I do. I go to graduations every year. I've gone to weddings of some of the kids. I've gone back to football games with some of the kids that I worked with back in the day. And so I think that one is slightly ahead of football for me.
Good for you, man. Great perspective. Be well. Enjoy this time. You deserve it so much, Randall. This visit was outstanding. Thank you.
Well, thank you for having me on. Appreciate it.